surf was easy on the day I came to stay of this quiet island in the bay. I remember a line of women all in white, the laughter and the steel bands at night. All right, welcome back. That was a little bit of The Goodbye Look by Donald Fagen off the Nightfly album. And so this is a how-to video. I'm going to go over the whole tune. This is going to probably be a pretty long video because there's a ton of changes in it, a lot of chord changes, and the intro is pretty complicated. And so I'm going to go over all that. If you'd like to support the work I'm doing, there is a link in the description for that. And also there's a link to a chart, chord diagrams, and then I did a tab for the intro. And the intro is just, it's a single note version. Just doing single notes, my own interpretation of it, and I mean it's pretty close. It's probably not going to be exact, but then what I've done is I've added chord changes that you could use as accompaniment. If somebody's playing that, like playing the intro, then they would be able to accompany you with these chord changes. So I'm going to go over all that in this lesson. So anyhow, I'm going to start with the chart and start with the intro here. So this is okay, so this is the tab. It's just one page. And then above each line, each phrase, these are the chords that I put in here. Now, I'm going to show you what they are. Most of them should be in these diagrams down here. There's a lot of chord changes in this, so you should be able to find these chords in the chord diagram. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Just follow along, and I'll go over that. So, okay, now the next thing is this is the chart. This is my handwritten chart. This is a typical Nashville chart. The only difference is that I'm using letters instead of numbers. These would all be numbers if this was a Nashville number system or Nashville number chart, which I'm going to be doing some videos on the Nashville number system, but this would just complicate the issue if I try to do that in this, especially on this tune, because it's pretty long. But I will explain some of this. So the intro, just refer to the tab above. This is the intro chords once the band comes in, and then intro verse. This is like a bridge, and then a verse and a chorus. It's a weird format. It's a great tune. I mean, turn around here. So it's not a typical form. It's not a typical song form, but I mean it works great. So there's an instrumental section here. So let's just go over. See these chords? There's two chord changes right here: F major 9 and B7 augmented. It's underlined. So that means this is one measure. So I haven't indicated above. There's no indication of how many beats each one of these gets. So since it's one measure and there's two chords in it, they each get. You just split it in half and give each one 2 beats. So F major 9 gets 2 beats, and B7 augmented gets 2 beats. Same thing here, B flat major 7 with a 13, then A7. These each get 2 beats. Now, let's see here. Well, here, I indicated right here, there's a rest. There's a quarter rest. So that gets 1 beat. And then F major 7 gets 1 beat. And then F6 gets 2 beats. Okay, so this is how I notate like the rhythms of each, and sometimes it's not exact, so you kind of have to listen to you have to listen to the recording and look at the chart. So it's a little work on your end as well. So, okay, now this one here, there's 4 beats. I put them all above, but see this little dash here, or this little greater than sign? That means that this comes on the and of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and. That's where this E7 sharp 9 is played. And we'll go over that when we get into when we start going over the chords. And then this is, you get down here, there's a DS, you go back to the sign. Right here, this is a sign. Then when you get to the coda, jump back down here. So it's, it's similar to a regular, legitimate chart. And you can see I erased some of my stuff over here. So anyhow, it looks a little sloppy, but it's all there. And it's handwritten, And so I write these out, and then I take a picture of them and scan them and put them in here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over the intro. And okay, so I'm going to show you how I play that. I'm just going to play through it real slow, and then we'll talk about it, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that's where the chords start, okay? Okay, so let's just start from the beginning of this. Okay, so the thing is that there's really no accompaniment on the record. It's just that marimba or whatever that instrument that's playing, and I think there's a couple of parts to it. I'm playing a single note of the most prominent, melody that I can hear in that. And then what I've done is I've kind of extracted chord changes so that you could accompany someone playing that. So if somebody's doing this, so okay. So the first change is that's a D minor. That's the melody. Okay. So and then it goes. Well, this part here, that's E7. So that works perfect. And then, okay, then, so this part here, and then back to D minor. Now, instead of just playing A7, you could, there's a little movement there in this. You could go. That would really work over that. So that's like a E half diminished to A7. Okay, so let me just show you how I'm playing these chords. D minor. Okay, that's pretty straight ahead. And then E7. So there's the 1, flat 7, 3, 1. Okay, 1, 3, flat 7, 1. Okay, then we go to A7, just barring across here. Okay, and then here and here. And then D minor. Now, if you want to add this little move, or it could be like a G minor 6, these three and then down here. Okay, these are just some alternatives you can try. Okay, so let's get let me get some context here. Okay, so we're back to D minor, and then it goes D7, D7. So that's what we're playing over that. That's D7, and that goes to G minor. Then this part. Okay, I'm looking at the chart over here. So it goes to E7. Okay, then it goes back to A minor. And then it goes to this part. So that'd be F7. And then that would go to E. Or E7. Okay, now we're going to go back to A minor. Because that's. Now we're going to go to B7, bar here, just like this A7. So we're going to bar. So if you start on the third of the chord and play a diminished arpeggio, and then it comes down back down to B, this works perfectly. And then it goes to E7. Okay? See, that's his plays part of that E7th chord. Okay? And then, so that's back to A minor. Okay, that's the last melody. And then it starts the intro chords when the piano and the band comes in, okay? So what I'm doing, when I play this, I skip this last note because I want to really get a smooth stroke on this F7. So see, if I try to get this, I mean, I can get it. It's a quick move, and half the time I botch it. So, I mean, I leave that note out just so I can get this real smooth, okay? All right, so let's take a look at the chart when we get into the tune. Okay, so this is the first line. This part here, these first two lines is this section here. Okay, so it starts out, now let's take a look at the chord diagrams just so you kind of get an idea here. So the first chord is F major 7, starting here on the 8th fret. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about voicings a little bit. If somebody said, well, how are you voicing that chord? I would say 1, 3, 5, 7. In other words, I'm starting on the lowest string and I'm counting up. I'm naming the intervals of an F major scale to build this chord. So this would be the first note of the F major scale. This is the third. This is the fifth, and this is the seventh. So this is how you make. This is how you extract a chord out of an F major 7 or an F major scale. So if somebody says, "What's the voicing?" You say 1, 3, 5, 7. Now I'm going to just do this real quick here. How about this here? Whoops. Okay, now let's just look at this chord right here. Well, this is also an F major 7. You could play this as well. And if somebody said, well, what's the voicing? It's 1, 5, 7, 3. Okay? So I'm just naming the intervals as I'm playing them in order. So this B7 augmented chord here, this would be 1, flat 7, 3, sharp 5. Okay? This chord right here, the B flat major 7th with an added 13 would be 1, 7, 3, 13. And so, we're playing as many notes as we can play on the guitar. You'll find that some of these tunes, the voicings are real close. Like you might have, some notes are a half a step apart. For example, like a D minor add 9. So these two notes here. I mean, that's a beautiful chord. I use that chord all the time. But see, these two notes are just a half a step apart. So sometimes I have to leave out some notes just to accommodate the instrument that I'm playing these changes on. Okay. All right. So let's just go over the intro. So F major 7, and then I'm only playing 3-note chords now. In the chord diagrams, you can add this other note, but what I'm hearing on the intro is this. So that's the top note. Okay, so these are F major 7. I showed you that one, and then B7. That's the third, flat 7, 1. and then B flat major 7. There's a 3, 7, and 1, and then A7, 3, flat 7, 1. Now each one of these chords is based on its own major scale. So, I mean, in order for naming purposes. Now, as far as like the key of a song, that's a little different issue, and we'll get into that in like other videos. But for now, that's why I'm giving you all these numbers so that you understand how chords are extracted from a major scale. So this is okay, and then A7. Then we'll go into, and this is another 3-note chord here. So this is D minor 7. So we got the flat 3, the flat 7, and the 1. Okay. Or you can add the 11 up here, and then this is an F triad with a G in the bass. But then E minor 7. I like these 3-note chords because they work really well. You know, they don't sound, you know, too thick. They have a nice kind of a delicate sound to them. And then there's a little melodic thing going here. Okay, so E minor 7, and then just grab that note. You can just grab it by itself. That's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to play, it's a 13 flat 9. So this is A 13 flat 9. So we got the flat 9, the 13, the 3, the flat 7, and then you have an open A. Now, I will tell you, I don't use the open A because I want it more muted. I don't want that A note ringing. So if you can get used to using your thumb and grab that A with your thumb. So, see? So this is, and then D minor 7 again, F over G, and then okay, so what's happening here is this is the C major 7 I want to use for this because it's just easier to get this. Okay, so since I don't have a drummer, I'm just playing this solo guitar. I'm going to add some of my own rhythm to it. See, I'm hitting that twice. It really doesn't do that on the record, but I mean, you know, this is, like I say, this is my own interpretation of the tune. So C major 7. So the melodic part of this is open B, open E, and A. So it's going from a C major 7 to a C6. So, and I'm just grabbing it. I'm just flattening out my second finger here. And then when I play C6, I'm only playing 3 notes. You know, the G string, the D string, and the A string. The surf was easy on the day. Okay, so let's get into let's take a look at the chart. Get into the verse, okay? So this is the verse, okay? This section right here. Let's go down to the chord diagrams. Okay, the verse starts here now. Okay, now there's you've heard this progression 1,000,000 times, okay? So this is like a minor, and then a minor major 7, a minor, you know, with an added major 7, then minor 7, and then minor 6. This is, I mean, you've heard this progression in 1,000,000 tunes, and it isn't just like it could be on D, okay, or or here. It's just, it's the, if you were to take D, and then, so you have 2 Ds in a chord, right? And this higher one, this higher D, you can look at it like, okay, there's a little chromatic, everything else stays the same, the triad stays the same, but this one note moves the chord. Okay, so that's what's going on this. The surf was easy. So what's going on is that A minor, that note is moving down. The cool thing that Donald Fagen does is that he's playing A minor, and this note moves down like it's gonna, only he's putting a C in the bass. So, the surf was easy. Okay, so what he's playing here, it's the same concept, except that the flat 3 from the A goes down to B, and then the bass note goes up to C. So it ends up, you end up playing a C major 7 sharp 5. So this is, like if you're going to play just a major 7, well, the G string is 5, so we're going to sharp that. So we get a sharp 5. And that's our note that moved down. That's the sound, but he's doing it a little different. Then it goes back to A minor 7, okay? So A minor, and then C minor natural 7, or C major 7 sharp 5, and then A minor 7, and then F major 7. Okay. The surf was easy on the day I came to stay. Okay, F major 7. There's the 5, 3, 7, 1. On this quiet island in the bay. Okay, this little move here, that's B. That's a B triad over C. C is in the bass. And then it goes to C major 7. So it's a different major 7. So it's the same. You can play that one, but that's what I'm looking for. So here's the 3, 7, 5, 1. So the voicing of this chord starting on the bottom is 1, 5, 7, 3. So the surf was easy on the day I came to stay on this quiet island in the bay. Back to F major 7. Okay, I remember a line of women all in white. Okay, let's take that much. So I remember E minor 7. You already know that one. I remember. And that's A7 augmented. So here's the sharp 5, 3, flat 7, 1. I remember a line of women all in white. Okay, this little move here, that's an A triad over F. Okay, and then we're gonna play. I'm gonna call this an F6 because really we have the 6, 3, 5, 1, and I'm muting the high E string and the D string. The laughter and the steel bands at night. So it goes to E7, dominant 7. So open, here's the flat 7, here's the 3, another flat 7, 5, 1. Laughter and the steel. C major 7, the first one we learned, and back to F major 7. Okay, in context. The surf was easy on the day I came to stay on this quiet island in the bay. I remember a line of women all in white, the laughter and the steel bands at night. Okay, so this was, so I'm just starting on D. This is the one single notes, and then we're gonna play E7 sharp 9. There's the sharp 9, flat 7, 3, 1, and you can play all of them. Actually, I guess I'm plucking just the 4 inside chords, or the 4 inside strings. And then this note here, I'm going to drop down to the flat 9. So you have to bar here. And then we go back. All the Americans have gone except for 2. Okay, now, after I do this lick, when I play this song live, I end up doing, I go to this A minor and I bar it, you know. Okay, then this chord. See, when I do this, I'm leaving that note in there. Okay, so that's the flat 3. So I'm leaving that instead of. So I mean, it works with the tune, But it's just something that I do. It's a little quirky thing that I, sometimes I go back to this, the original, but so it's a one note difference, but it still works with the melody. So you can decide if you want to come to this. It might be just easier to just drop back to here, Okay. In context, the surf was easy on the day I came to stay on this quiet island in the bay. I remember a line of women all in white, the laughter and the steam as it made. All the Americans have gone except, then I'm going back to A minor 7 there. Oh, except for two. The embassy, same move there. The embassy is hard to reach, and there's been talk, and that's the same there. There's been talk, maybe a little lax. Okay, this is D minor 11. Action after dark. Behind the big casino by the sea. Okay, let's only go through that section. The surf was easy on the day I came to stay on this quiet island in the bay. I remember a lot of women all in white, the laughter and the steel bands at night. All the Americans have gone except for two. The embassy is hard to reach. There's been talk, maybe a little action after dark, behind the big casino by the beach. Okay, so, and there's been talk, and maybe, okay, you know that one, that's A7 augmented, and this is E minor 7, E minor 7, little action, and then D minor 11, 11, flat 3, flat 7, 1, and then, and I'm playing, this is a F minor 6, so what I'm doing is I'm borrowing these two notes, and this is, the D string is open, okay, so I'm borrowing these so I can grab the F. Okay, behind the big casino. Okay, so what I'm doing is E minor 7, behind the big casino. So E minor 7, A7 augmented, D minor 7, and then G9 on the beach, C6. So it's just like an A minor, only with a C in the bass. Behind the big casino on the beach. Okay, now the next section is what did I call it? I think I called it like a pre-chorus or something. It's like a bridge, because it doesn't really go to a chorus there. So let's get to that section here, the B, C verse, and then, I called it a bridge. It's not really a bridge. That's not a proper name, but I mean, trying to distinguish these sections, The rules have changed. It's not the same. All new players in a whole new ball game. Okay, then it goes back to the verse, okay? So I'm playing, this is an F major 7. So here's the 3, the 7, 5, and the 1. So I'm just borrowing here. I like this chord. It just works nice for this section here. Or you could play the other one I showed you, the F major 7. The rules have changed. C major 7. Okay, you already know that one. Do this again. It's not the same. And then B7 augmented. So we got the sharp 5, 3, flat 7, 1. You see, a lot of these patterns are going to repeat, except they're going to be different chords. So like, we've done an A7 augmented. Now we're doing a B7 augmented. All new players, E minor 7. All new players in a whole new ball game. Yeah. Okay. All new players, D minor 7. Yeah, I'm playing a G13 there. You can do that. Yeah, because the 13s, that's in the melody. I mean, I use my thumb and grab it like this, but you can play it like this here. 13, 3, flat 7, 1. Oh no, ball, ball. Okay, F major 7. Ball game. Or you can add that, or just play it like that and then sing this part. Okay, then it goes to a verse. Last night I dreamed of an old lover dressed in gray. I've had this fever now since yesterday. Wake up, darling, they're knocking, the colonel standing in his sun. Okay, we do this again, okay? With his stupid face, his glasses, and a gun. Oh, we want to play a C6 at the end there. All right? So the verse is a little different, you know. Okay. Let me just do that. What's it? Last night I dreamed of a dress in gray. I had this fever since yesterday. Wake up, darling. The colonel's standing in the sun with his stupid face, his glasses, and a gun. Okay, so that's C6. Now the chorus. I know what happens. So, I know what happens. I read the book. See, now I'm playing these big chords. I know what happens. I read the book. I believe I just got the good bad book. I believe I just got the good. Okay, let's go over these. So this is an F major 9. So there's the 9, the 7, 3, and the 1. I know what happens. Now we're going to play these full chords instead of just these 3 notes. At the beginning I was playing these 3 notes, but I'm going to add this 4th note. So F major 9, and that's B7 augmented, so sharp 5, 3, flat 7, 1. And then B flat major 13, there's the 13, 3, 7, 1. And I like this chord. So this is an A7. That's a 7, 3. There's another, but this is a flat 7, 3, flat 7, 5, and 1. Okay, D minor 7. I believe I just got the good. That's a F over G. Goodbye, Lord. That's just like that lick I showed you on the intro. I believe back to D minor 11. I believe I just got the goodbye. Okay, this is a B half diminished. There's the flat 3, flat 7, flat 5, 1. And then E7. Everything, just put a finger here and one here. And then it does again. So, I know what happens. I read the book. I believe I just got the good Bible. I believe I just got the good Bible. And then you go come up here and do this again. And then these intro chords. Would you pour me a Cuban please, Gretchen? Okay, that all should be familiar. Okay, now the next section. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. So this is what did I call this? Okay, it's like a turnaround. It's right here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a little tricky section here. Let's get down here after the chorus. And we get this is the turn before the solo. Okay. Take a look at these chords here. So you got, this is a big A minor 7 right here, right? Oh, I have to label all these. I didn't label these. So this is an A minor 7. Okay, this is a A minor 7. And this is really like a D triad with a G in the bass, but it's really like a G major 9. So I'm going to call it a G major 7. well, I'll put a 9 there, G major 9, okay. And then this is an F major 7. And this is a C13, okay. And then this is going to be a F major 7, or major 9, okay. And this is a B flat, 9 sharp 11. Okay. So this is B flat 9 sharp 11. Okay, I got these here. So these chords, I'm going to show you an alternative for that G major 9. So what happens is, so in context, goes to that A minor 7. Okay, then a lot of times I play this big thumb chord. You know, if you can get that and be able to hit that F sharp here, you know, so you basically you got a little D chord there, and then these here, and then your thumb. Okay, so, but another way you can play it is just finger the G here, play your D like this. So, you don't really want this D string ringing. So what I'm doing is I'm playing A minor strumming it, and then I'm plucking the 3 top notes, and then with the thumb. And then, so this is F major major 9 actually. There's a 9, here's a 7, 5, and a 1. Or you could, I mean, this really works better because this is the melody. There's a melodic thing going on. It's like voice leading. F major 9, and then C13. So there's a 13, okay, the 9, flat 7, the 3, and then the 1. So yeah, basically, if you do it like this, play the 9, bar those two, the 9 and the flat 7, the 3, 1, and then grab this. Okay, so. Okay, I'm going to make an adjustment to this because, okay, so we got A minor 7, G major 9, F major 9, and then you could play this. You could play this chord, this F major 9, or you could take this finger, just take this major 7, and just drop it down to the 6th. So it's a 6/9. So. I guess that's what I'm playing. Either one works. Okay, then the way I'm playing this is you got the sharp 11 here, so B flat. You got the sharp 11, the 9, and the flat 7, and the 1. Okay? And then it does that thing again, okay? And then the guitar solo. Okay, so the guitar solo, okay, this is a little tricky. I'm going to just show it to you, okay? So let me get to the... Okay, so what's going on here? So it's basically just playing a C, like a C6 maybe. So it's on C. Yeah, C major 7. So to F over G. And then C major 7 again. So it goes to A. And this is a basic bar A chord, right? So D minor 7. And then it goes to F minor 6. So you play it down here, or you can play it up here, or you could do, you know, it'd be almost like a B flat 7 chord, but you just, you know, this is your bass note is F. So D minor 7, and then so F minor 6. So here's the 5. Well, we'll go 1, flat 3, 6, 1. Okay? 1, 6, flat 3, 1. And then E minor 7, E flat minor 7, D minor 7, and then I think go back to C. This is the F over G that I'm having you play, except that I'm doing the solo. So then it goes back to C, or, you know, C major 7, and then it does it again. Does it again, same thing, and then it does this. So it's basically what this is. If I was going to call this numbers, it'd be 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay, so it'd be in the key of C. So we're going. So this is a 3 minor 7. So it's an E minor 7, and then A 7 augmented. Okay, so that'd be the 6, you know. And then D minor 7, and then, you know, I'm playing my, you know, I use my thumb a lot, you know, so, and G13 and back to C6, okay? All right, and then it does these, that other little, the thing that I called a bridge. The rules have changed, it's not the same, all new players in a whole new ball game. Okay, so that's all. Just follow that. We've already gone over that. And then does the last verse. I know a fellow with a money launch for hire. A skinny man with 2 tones. A skinny man with, I forgot the lyric. Skinny man with 2 tones. That's not right. Because tonight they're arranging a small reception just for me. Okay, you know all this. Behind the big casino by the sea. Okay, and then does the chorus. I know what happens. I read the book. I believe I just got the goodbye book. I believe I just got the goodbye. And then does this again. There's no singing. And then it does this. Then it does this little turnaround before the solo. This A minor, and then G major 9. F major 9, C13, and then at the very end, that's what I'm doing. Okay, it's 1, it's C, it's 1, 3, so it's going 1, 3, 4, and then it's doing this little 6, 5, just fifths. You can play it here. So you can play it like this. Or like this. And then it fades on that. So Okay, man, this tune's a handful, but if I ever forget this, I'll be able to come back and look at my video. So anyhow, I hope you got this. Hope you got something out of it. Thanks for watching, and just remember all the links that are in the below in the description. And thanks for hanging in there with me on this tune. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.